Welcome back to Just Ruck It. I'm your host, Lindsay, and today we're going to dive into the essentials. Everything you need to know about the gear that's going to set you up for rucking success. But just as important, we're going to explore on how to take on the mental challenge of committing to the process. Hold yourself accountable and making this journey a meaningful part of your life. All right, first we're going to get started with the physical gear. The beauty of rucking is that it doesn't require fancy equipment, but there are a few essentials that are going to make your experience smoother, safer, and more enjoyable. And number one is that backpack. This is the core of rucking. Without it, you're just walking. You're going to want a sturdy pack, something that fits snugly on your back, but without too much movement. Look for one with padded shoulder straps and a chest strap to distribute the weight evenly. You do not have to go for the most expensive pack, but make sure it's durable enough to handle about 10-20 pounds of weight. Most off-the-shelf backpacks are going to be just fine. But once you progress to carrying heavier weights, more than 20 pounds, you're going to want to look for a pack that has the ability to put that weight onto your hips with hip straps. Beginners, keep your backpack simple to get started. I'm sure most of you have a book bag hanging around that you're not using, and you can reminisce about your old high school days. Just don't be that cool kid and put it on one shoulder. Put it on both shoulders. Tighten those straps down. No one arm slinging or low hanging bags. Keep it tight to you as you can. Keep it high on your back as you can get. Next up is footwear. Of course, this is the foundation of your ruck is your footwear. Literally, foundation. It's on your feet. This topic, though, can range all over the place. There are purists that believe no ruck is complete without combat boots, while others think that a good trail runner is ideal. Whatever your choice and shoes are, they're going to make or break your experience when rucking. Pick something that fits well, doesn't rub or cause blisters, and is durable enough to withstand the miles you're going to be putting on. For me, I had to test a good 5 or 6 different shoes before I landed on a trail runner, something that was good for my road work. And then I used a trail boot for when I'm out on the trails and climbing mountains. And no ruck is complete without the weight. You don't need anything fancy like ruck plates to start out. In fact, I recommend that you use household items like some water bottles or a bag of rice, books. These are the keys to starting light. Ladies, start with about 10 pounds. Guys, start with 20. And slowly increase that weight in 5-pound increments over time. Remember, the goal is to build strength, not to overstrain yourself. You'll want to know what your pack actually weighs, too. You can either put your pack on, step on the scale, take your pack off, step on the scale again, subtract those two numbers, poof, your pack weight. Or you can get a scale to hang your back on and find out what the pack weight is. If you want, I'll even leave that affiliate link in the show notes so you have the ability to go click, buy. They're cheap. They don't cost that much. It's a good idea to log those weights in a journal to track your progress. And the best thing about tracking your progress is you get to see your wins over time. A lot of times it doesn't actually feel like you're doing anything. And then you go back, you're like, oh, it took me that long to go 2 miles? Holy cow, I shaved off 3 minutes, or I shaved off 15. There's huge wins that you can't see because rucking is a long game. Now we're on to the mental commitment of rucking. It's something that you need in your toolbox too. It is probably the most important part of rucking. It is that mental challenge. Yeah, it's about carrying the weight on your back, but it's about carrying the weight of commitment, the decision to show up, to get out there, stick with it. Commitment is key. This challenge isn't about the weight on your pack. It's about the weight of making a promise to yourself. Maybe you're going to commit to 20 minutes of rucking every single day. Or perhaps that commitment's only 20 minutes 3 times a week. Whatever you choose, the key is to follow through and hold yourself accountable. The hardest part of any challenge is showing up, especially when you're tired or the weather isn't perfect. But rucking is going to teach you resilience. It's in those moments that it's easy to make an excuse. That's where the real growth happens. By stepping out the door and getting on the trail, You're not just building physical strength. You're training your mind to overcome obstacles. One of the best ways to stay committed is to set a clear goal. Track your progress. Whether it's writing in a journal or using an app or even joining a rucking group for support, holding yourself accountable is key to sticking with the journey. There are days when it feels rough, and that's okay. What matters is that you commit to the process. Rucking is way more than about reaching a destination. It's about taking on a challenge, step by step, and seeing how far you can go when you refuse to quit. All right, I might have just scared you off, but don't panic. You're just going to follow these little steps for rucking success. Step 1, start slow. It's really easy to want to push yourself right away. Be like, I got this. I'm going to put a 40-pound back on. No, rucking is about endurance. Start with a manageable weight and distance and gradually increase that as you feel ready. This is where a journal or an app is going to help you track your progress. What I recommend is actually start with a set route with no weight and push yourself and understand what your time is, and then add a base weight of 10 pounds for ladies, 20 pounds for guys. Ruck that exact same route until you can match your unweighted time. That's when you know you're ready to add another 5 pounds. Number 2, posture and form. Believe it or not, your posture is key to avoiding injury. Keep your chest up, your shoulders back, the weight centered over your hips. Don't hunch over and try to maintain a natural walking stride. It's going to be a lot shorter of a stride. If your arms are starting to fall asleep and you're getting those like sausage fingers, it's okay to hold on to your pack straps. Get your hands higher than your elbows. That's going to help with blood flow. Trekking poles will also help with blood flow to your arms if you're having problems. Number 3, listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body is feeling during and after a ruck. If you feel any pain or discomfort, ease up. Building strength is a process, and it's better to take it slow than risk injury. Listen to your body. Over time, you're going to understand what is a discomfort that you can push through and what is a strain and needs to be avoided or risk of injury. And lastly, stretching and recovery. After each ruck, make sure you stretch your legs, your back, your shoulders. A simple 5-minute stretch is going to prevent stiffness and help you recover faster for your next ruck. Okay, so I want to stress having the right mindset for rucking. We're talking about the physical, but your mental gear is as important as anything as your physical. So when you get out there, set a clear intention. Why are you here today? Are you here to clear your mind, challenge your body? Are you proving something to yourself? Whatever your reasoning is, through your ruck, when it's starting to get a little tough, remind yourself of that purpose. Why are you doing this? It's going to help you get through those tough parts. You know what? You're going to want to embrace that struggle. Rucking teaches us to carry weight of our daily changes. Every step is a reminder that you, yes, you, are capable of more than you think. Some days it's easy. Other days it's going to feel like a grind. But that's when the growth happens. Okay, that's it. You are ready for your first ruck. You've got the gear, and now you know and understand the real challenge, committing to the process and showing up. In our next episode, we're going to dive into how rucking can prepare you for more than just mountains. Help spread the word by leaving us a 5-star review. If you got a question or comment, you can find us on most social media platforms as Just Ruck It or Just Rucking It. Remember, life is rucking wonderful, and every step counts. So get out there and make it happen. Hey guys, I'm just popping back on here real quick because I can't help but notice that the pilot episode of this program and our launching coincides with all things resolutions. So I took some time and put together 12 monthly rucking challenges for you guys, something that's easily to print out, one challenge a month. Easy tracking, easy way to keep you motivated, easy way for you to understand what your progress is so you can see your little wins and keep you moving and rucking for a whole year. All you got to do is just jump on over to our Etsy store, which is at justruckit.etsy.com. Real easy to find out. It's 12 monthly rucking challenges. I even got a sale going on, so it's less than $2. It's real cheap and easy. Pretty much the only reason why I'm putting a price on it is because, well, Etsy charges me fees to put something on there, and I just need to at least cover my bases, right? So go check it out. 12 months of rucking challenges. Matter of fact, I'm going to be picking a challenge a month and doing these with you. So the next episode, I'll let you know which one I'm doing and which one I got planned for February, and then we'll go from there, and hopefully you can ruck right along with me. You guys have a great day. Life is rucking wonderful.